One of the interesting things about the Orville Nix film is um, the film starts on Houston Street. It may even have been Maine, but then there's a gap until we get almost to the point of shooting. So you don't get to see Umbrella Man or the radio man or whatever you want to call him, who thumped his fist in the air as the limousine was passing. But I want to have a look at that Umbrella Man, so let's just continue on. So this is Houston, and now suddenly the film will jump. Okay, so it's resumed, as I say, almost at the point of shooting, so we don't get to see Umbrella Man here, who would have been on the right. So here you can see Bill Newman. Is that his wife there? They've got a couple of kids. And of course, behind here on the pedestal or plinth or whatever you want to call it, you have Abraham Zapruder. So if you notice the angle where he is. So Zapruder's obviously looking down from a height. Bill Newman looks to be quite a big guy, and you can see top half of his body is well above the height of the limousine without the top on it. So if we take a look at the Zapruder film now, so let's just we can come back to this in a second. So let's go to the Zapruder film. And stop it. So here you can see the umbrella of Umbrella Man, and here's the sign. And this is the radio guy or dark complected man. There do appear to be some anomalies here. So if you look on another photograph I'll show you. Here he seems to be stood directly in front of him, but when you look at the Zapruder film, it could be an optical illusion, but that doesn't look to me as if this guy here is stood directly in front of him. It could be the picture's deceiving me. But anyway, that's not the point that I'm trying to make. So in this image, Zapruder is looking down, and you can see the top of let's get rid of this. You can see the top of you can see this guy's head, you can see his raised arm and the fist. You can also see the umbrella. So if this white sprocket hole or whatever it is here wasn't in the way, you might even see a bit of the guy's face. Has that been put there to conceal something, you wonder? But anyway, so you can see this guy here, but if we move along with the Zapruder film, we've talked about this before, how the bottom part of the limousine disappears as well. But if you move along, if you remember the Orville Nix image, you'll remember Bill Newman. You can see in the Nix film, you can see the top half of his body, but you cannot see Bill Newman in this picture at all. You can't see his head, his shoulders, you don't see anything. So you might ask, well, had he already dived to the floor? So let's take a look at the Nix film. So so shots have already been fired, but you can see Bill Newman is still on his feet in this picture. And now this is the fatal headshot, and Bill Newman is still on his feet here. And as I said, he sticks out a long way above the height of the limousine. So there you can see that's the fatal headshot, and you can just see here on in the corner, Bill Newman is still on his feet. So let's just go back to the Zapruder film. There's nothing near side, so this is just the headshots being taken. So Newman was back here, so at the time of the headshot, Newman was just on the corner of the image. Let's just go back a bit. So I think the car was passing him just as the first shots were happening. So you can see Jackie's already got her arm around her husband. But when you look at Zapruder, so let's go back and look at before the fatal headshot. Why can't I do that? So you can see here Kennedy's already been hit the once at least, and Jackie's just about to put her arm around her husband, but there's no. So as we saw in the Nix film, the car was passing Newman around this time, but you cannot see the top of his head. You don't see anything. So this was the guy stood out in the road, although his feet look a bit strange there. And then you can see this is after the shooting. So this gives you an idea of how far apart they were. So I think Newman was stood on the sidewalk there. An umbrella man, or not umbrella man, this guy here had stood out into the road according to the one image, although as the Zapruder film suggests, he might not actually have been stood in the road. But you can see in the Zapruder film, admittedly at an angle, you can see the top part of this guy's body, but you cannot, even though he was looking straight down towards the limousine from here, you cannot see Newman in the Zapruder film. Why? Why is that? Was it that the angle missed him? The angle that Zapruder was shooting from just missed him, or as we showed, he hadn't already died to the floor according to the Nix film. This is something that needs to be looked at more carefully.